Welcome back to another video, Dimensionalist. I'm a Dimensionalist. I told you there wasn't no more live streams, man. Here goes another video. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'll do some more live streams at one point. Hey guys, look. So, look how much more thinner I got, guys. Look, this is not like the double chin's almost gone. See, I had a gobbler there. Look, the gobbler's almost gone. Seriously. See, it's kind of there, but the gobbler's almost gone. I look a lot younger and shit too. Way younger. So. Things been doing great with me, man. Just kind of stressed and shit still about certain things. But hey, look, okay, look, dude's been talking about earlier was the last one live stream. I guess it's the guy over at YouTube channel, J.A. Tony Clark. Y'all should go check his channel out, guys. Whoever me watch this video, dude. I like the guy. He's pretty cool. He's conceptually brought me into understanding of something today. I want to mention some things about it. He mentioned about cortisone shot and steroid shots and things. And how he said, you know, ejection into dude's shoulder and his cartilage in his hip, he had to get them replaced. I'm going to tell you one thing about what goes on with me and what you said. There's two things. Either what you're saying is a real factual thing, which I'm skeptically understanding exactly what you're saying. I've taken the deep thought and consideration and research when you say things like that, and that's why I'm making a video, especially in dedication to you. So y'all guys, this video is dedicated to J.A. Tony Clark, and y'all go check his channel out and things. I hope he leaves a comment and a link to his channel or something. I'll pin it right when I get done uploading. But check this out. So here's a discussion. I want to mention a lot of good points here about with aspects to that. Okay, the shoulder thing and the cartilage, I mean, it does sound right, correct with what he's saying, you know, with medicines and to have it replaced. And, you know, what I'm getting out of him is that, you know, they're saying he gets to do shots so I guess they can make money off of hip replacement or some shit. I highly doubt they would go that far with it, you know. I think some of these people that when they do medical stuff, that they do it for the correct and loving reason of humanity. Don't get me wrong, man. I've been almost on the brink of death, and then people inject me with something and instantly bring me back to life, and I had an allergic reaction to something, and I was about to die, and they saved me instantly, and I explained to them what had happened, and they saved me instantly through another shot. Get what I'm saying? Now, I was listening to what he was saying in the other live feed. I'm actually remember that topic, actually, so I pay attention, and I went, like I said, I'll go back over my chats, and I read his comment. So, what Tony Clark was saying is the fact that, these shots are going to destroy and deteriorate the cartilage. You know what? Like I said, I'm taking that in consideration for you. But another logical thing about it is, some people have certain reactions to it or not even respond a certain way. Ever since I've had the shot, my hips have been getting better and I've been losing weight. The pain's still kind of there. I do have a bone disorder. I do walk a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I wobble when I walk. You know what I'm saying? If you ever notice, like I'm walking normal now, I'm wobbling. So it's kind of just going to keep getting worse anyway. And I may have to have hip replacement. But this is because I fell. I fell on this thing really, really hard. And I was 200 something pounds in, and it like crushed my hip. Like they say, it's like the inflammation is incredibly bad. So getting a shot actually relieved the pain a lot, and I started losing weight, and it's been better, way better since. Like it's to the point I can walk on it as long as if pain stayed the way it is, a little pain that's there is like a level 3 pain or average pain. Even though it's kind of annoying, I could ignore it and still do things like I am now. Like I'm walking on it, it kind of hurts, but as long as it stayed there the rest of my life, I'm like, yeah, I don't need fucking surgery for real. Plus, I plan on getting so light that when y'all see me, you're like, yo, this is the Dimensionalist from 2012. Like, you're gonna see the Ascended Master version of me and shit, you know. So who's ready for that? The Ascended Master version of me. So check this out. So Tony Clark's like, you know, J.A. Tony Clark said some shit, you know, about the cartilage thing, and you know, I'm like, you know, very concerned. You know, I'm thinking this shit do deep thought. You know, I'll take y'all what you should say, consideration. And he said no Kundalini involved. But here's another funny thing about it, dude. If someone wakens their Kundalini and fasts and does all the shit with the ascension process, you overlap the carbon-based crystalline structure and atomic physical spin, and it locks up until, like I've been explaining, to get to the 5th dimension. You can heal yourself then, and you can bring in rays of God and mantras and shit. So even if worst case scenario, if I really had to have it replaced, how? When I'm already at a point where it was the worst it ever was, where I couldn't move. Like it's way better. That was 6 months ago, and it's getting better each day, and I'm losing weight. So now, the thing about it is, I haven't seen no negativity in it yet. Cells reform themselves and manipulate, and something that goes in the body it's not supposed to be there tries its best to kill it. And I believe that's what's going on. It's healing up, you know. I don't even have to take much aspirin or ibuprofen anymore. That's how much it's healed. I don't even need to take pain meds for this left hip as much. But I do still take them some. But I can go kind of without it, but the pain starts to come back because I always walk on it. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of manageable. You know, it's manageable like I'm walking now. So, what I'm trying to say is, dude, I'm like thinking that it could be right, but you never know what had happened to that guy's shoulder and hip, because originally, why would the guy have to be injected with it anyway? Of course, at one point that had to happen, but any extent, if that was true, they could just come up with a reason they want to inject people anyway, and or do that with vaccine injections and injecting people's hips so they can make money off hip replacements and shit. But yeah, I get what you're saying, dude. My cartilage is fucking fine. It's so much better now, dude, that they do an x-ray on that shit. They're gonna say, dude, you fucking can walk and run and do a triathlon. You get what I'm saying? Or a fucking telethon. Them motherfuckers call me up on live like I did last time and get that dime and spit a rhyme. But look, okay, now the fact that I am here discussing this, I want to mention that I could overlap reality in the carbon structure. But I know once I send out this and shit and come back, I'm gonna step back into the same blueprint that was left. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I send it to the fifth dimension, I come back to the carbon structure and back to 666, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, I'm gonna definitely be having the ability to do that, like to have that happen and have those things healed, and then try to bring and merge that fifth dimensional body to my third dimensional body and heal it all together. You know what I'm saying? And Reiki healing and stuff like that. And or like there's ways around that. Maybe the dude didn't choose the avenue and it just never got better, and he didn't lose weight, or he didn't stay off his shoulder. Because I look at this stuff thoroughly. I will do more research, but I've already did the research about that, and it wasn't a cortisone shot. That's the thing. It was some other type of shot that they gave me. I think to help this inflammation, not even had to do with the fucking steroid shot and shit. You get what I'm saying? Had nothing to do with that, because I thought it was, but I had actually just went to the doctor recently and checked those medical records, and I remembered. I was like, that's weird. I thought it was a cortisone, but I could have just had the terminology wrong or something, and things of that nature. And also, people take cortisone pills and cortisone, some shit to do with, like, I think breathalyzers. So, like, do their lungs, cartilage in their lungs collapse or something? No, I'm just kidding. They're just being funny. But something like that, it helps people build up energy and shit, too, to that regard. A cortisone shot. Yeah, so, honestly, if I had to have hip replacement, it would have been then, not now. Because it's so much better now that, I can kind of jog. I can't run really quick, because I did time locked up and it messed me up really bad. I've actually haven't ran since I've been out. That's the funny thing. But I jog, I move quick, and I guess it's kind of like a run, Oh yeah, I did run a couple times this year. I was fucking running with my friend and shit, and something had happened, and we had to dip out and stuff in the store and all this other stuff. So I was dipping like a motherfucker, though. I did run. But I was in pain like hell. Well, besides that, guys, I wanted to mention that stuff and say those things. And my point mainly of this video is that I wouldn't be too sure of it. Can be. But if that was really the case, a lot of trial and error things that occur that way would already have more substantial evidence there. Not saying there really isn't, because I'm still going to look over that, if there's any other cases there. But it wouldn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? That would have been done a long time ago, that people wouldn't have to have, or their hips, or whatever it may be. I just know that I'm on the road to victory road. I'm on the road to victory with having, my hip, one side of my hip not hurt. You get what I'm saying? So keep that in mind, that if I'm already progressively getting better, it ain't getting worse. Like, it's already reached its worst point unless I fall again or something and it would hurt like shit, but hey, that ain't gonna happen. So now I'm just here, just wanted to mention that, and tell y'all that, I was thinking about those things with what Tony Clark had said. But Yeah, no Kundalini. But the thing is, if I awaken the Kundalini and stuff, I'll be able to get that far, you know? I'll be able to get up there and heal it all or whatever the fuck. And I mean, I've had the part where I got punched in the face and all this other stuff. My body go back to normal. I've been through extreme physical torture in the fifth dimension, and death there is really fucking easy, but less and agonizing. But the initial pain of it is agonizing. It's hard to explain, you know, from how I perceive it. So what I'm saying is, definitely take this thing into consideration. What Tony Clark said. Maybe he should leave when you bring up Tony Clark. What you should do is leave like pin what you were explaining, all in the whole story of it, and then I'll pin you up there and leave a link for your channel, so people can find who you are. Very smart guy, by the way, guys. Check out his channel. Every time he comes in, is very productive over here too. And maybe I need to start inviting some people up here that want to discuss major topics. We'll do something special like that, you know. And I'll come on live or something and get a better camera and it's more smooth. But I'm about to go ahead and close out the video. And I wanted to say that I hope y'all enjoyed another video of the Dimensionalist. And just remember, I'm the Dimensionalist. And I have more videos coming y'all's way. And I just wanted to bring this because, hey, I was all thinking it's a really good video. Just going to discuss this and say how I feel about it. And speak to him directly. And then mention what I all think too. But I also want to say about the fear factor, dude. You don't want to put fear. I mean, you can put fear in whoever you want. Use your free will to use and manipulate those energies and stuff like that. Because I sure do use fear to some situations. But check this out. Yeah, check out his channel, guys. And I wanted to mention those things because I feel that the fear factor, you can erase that fear and you can go up into bliss and love and light and really receive those blessings that it ain't all over with, you know. Especially if you replace your matter's replaced with other matter. You get what I'm saying? Because you're technically matter here. Your body would, it would teletransport. It would, how can I say this? It would ascend also. That piece of matter would be a part of you because your physical form and agreement with your physical body had already been united with that artificial limb, I guess, or artificial part of your body. That's the way I look at it. It wouldn't make any other difference because even teleportation, I took my clothes with me. That's a funny thing about it. And I noticed that I actually took my clothes with me, my whole energy, my whole self. But yeah, y'all take care and go check out his channel, guys. Peace.